It's Maddie Monday. This week the theme was Picnic with Mommy. And the girls and I are having lunch just outside the house at my little cast iron picnic set. Now this set has not been cleaned or touched up with the paint this year yet, so just don't mind the chips. Here's Madeleine. And here is Maddie. The girls are dressed in cute little dresses for their picnic. They wanted to go with gold shoes. They're having little finger sandwiches. And we have some jelly beans, some apples, and we still are enjoying the Easter basket from Easter.
Easter bunny, Easter bunny, Easter bunny, Easter bunny, oh bring me some sweets.
So they've got their little toys that they got for Easter. We have a table covering that has monkeys on it for Cheeky Monkey Monday with Louisa and Kay over at Our Church Cherubs. We're just kind of out here doing whatever we want with Dee over at the Baby Patch. We want to say hi to Gilly Monster over at the Gilly Monster channel or Equestrian Mommy. Here's Madeleine's pretty dress that she's wearing for our picnic. New doll clothes with J Dolls UK. She's wearing her glasses and she's got some pretty earrings that we got at Walmart reduced from Easter. I actually dyed the dress a little bit to bring out more color in the flowers. Where the collar was white, now it's pinkish, and the flowers in the dress have more color than they did. Hattie has an adorable yellow with pink gold flowers, kind of like a sundress type thing. And she's wearing her little Sunday school cross necklace. She's got her hair all tied up underneath the bonnet. It's a vintage bonnet, and I dyed it some pinkish too, and we had to pin it up because it's too big. And you can see how her hair is pinned up underneath the bonnet. It is pinned up with barrettes that have little flowers. She's got little flower earrings. The girls are eating on their sandwiches. Oh, excuse me, I'm getting a phone call. Hello?
Hello. Is this Mrs. G?
May I ask who's calling first?
Yes. This is Dolly Fairchild over at PCS.
PCS? Isn't that Protective Child Services? I have no children here.
Oh, excuse me. I meant PKS, Protective Kids Services. PDS, Protective Doll Services.
Protective Doll Services? Has somebody reported that I'm not taking proper care of my dolls?
No, it's nothing like that. But we do have a doll that needs to be put in foster care. And we were wondering if you would be willing to take the doll.
Well, you know, I have a lot of dolls here already. But, you know, if a doll needs to be put in Protective Doll Services, then I will take him or her.
Well, Mrs. G, this doll is a he. It's a boy. And Mrs. G, we have had reports on you.
Oh my, you have? You've had reports on me? Well, what did they say?
Well, Mrs. G, there was a Momoko orangutan, he said he was. And he said, yeah, you ought to check with Mrs. G to place this boy that you have because she's like the old woman in the shoe. She has so many dolls that she doesn't know what to do. And at first I thought, well, that wouldn't be a good placement if she already has so many that she doesn't know what to do. But Momoko said, but she takes very good care of her dolls.
Well, well, that's kind of a nice thing. Do you have any more reports on me like that?
Mrs. G, seriously.
Well, did you say your name was Dolly Fairchild?
Yes, Mrs. G.
Well, Dolly Fairchild, when did you want to bring this boy to my home?
He will be arriving soon. You will need to provide proper care for clothing, shelter, love, and we believe that he is a little bit delayed with his learning, so you will need to provide plenty of stimulation.
Well, it sounds like you've got the right person. Mrs. G, at your services.
Well, I sure hope so, Mrs. G. Just remember, Mrs. G, prepare yourself because he will be arriving soon.
I wonder how soon.
Dolly Fairchild, over and out. Talk to you later, Mrs. G.
I wonder how soon she means.